Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Handicapping with Scotty. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but I think everything is good. You guys hear me okay? I didn't get a chance to even get my coffee yet. Ready to go, though. I started handicapping a little bit early this morning. And Mike, Marco, good morning, Eric, Jared. How are you guys? Everybody hear me okay? There's Mike. Got Mike. Mike and Mike. Sydney, good morning. Okay, good. Eric? All right. Let's see here. Make sure you guys see me. All right, let's get going. Let's get going on Delmar. I've been in meetings all morning long. You ever like just rushed the entire time? And that was me this morning. So, man, I need some coffee. Or I don't know, maybe it will amp me up. But, all right, let's start with race number one. So I felt like you can see here, everything is pointing towards the one horse. Umberto jumps aboard for Simon Callahan and 6 furlongs, 2 second place finishes in a row. They were obviously against much better horses. So you have to make a decision if you like this horse from the rail. Top Scotty pick, lukewarm win percentage of second. The GSR is equally top with the 2 horse who is this horse. The 2 horse has 2 second place finishes, has a good GSR, been facing good horses. 2 horses very live as well, acting out. I didn't like that perfect trip last time out. 6 furlongs on the turf. GSR is 73, 71 today. Does like this distance. Art Sherman, Joe Bravo, draws inside. The horse just keeps stopping. I'm not thinking this horse is going to win this race, but the horses can be tough. What's up, Aaron? I'm not thinking the horse is going to win this race. Marco, good morning. I know, need the coffee. EE Nation, thanks, Aaron. Always good to hear from you. The anomaly here is this horse that's won by 7 lengths in its first 2 starts. Been off since October. First time for Richard Mandela. Flavian Pratt, Scotty's second pick, top win percentage of 31%, has a GSR that's fine of 69, right? So that's the horse we're not sure about. The 6 horse EE Morning Line is 6-1 comparison to the odds maker 5-2. John White has this horse set at 5-2, and Hernandez off the 1 and the 2. Does the horse need the race? Drops in GSR, been off since December. Mike McCarthy's doing very well. This is the toughest competition the horse has ever faced, off of a layoff, lower GSR. Draws a good post, I know. Anthony, good morning. Bill, good morning. Oh, thank you so much. I'm really, really happy to hear that. We got some big things brewing right now. I'll tell you what, the ticket book, hopefully we're going to launch that next week. Don't hold me to that, but I wouldn't imagine to go past 2 weeks from now. Some other really good things. Some of these things take a long time in testing. I'm testing a lot of things right now, but some good things going on. Only 8 races today, so we should be able to get through all 8 races. And Daniel, good morning. We should be able to get through all 8. Love racing on a Thursday morning or a Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm going to actually go on the backside and I'm going to watch the horses train. I'm excited to do that. Oh, yeah, you heard about that, Anthony. Yeah, so we have a partnership and Assiniboia, and we're going to be doing a show. God, is that Monday morning or I don't know. It's Monday morning. I don't know. Mike's just catching me up on it right now, but we are doing a special. And big racing day over to Assiniboia. Are the races up yet for that? Got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Let's see here. Not up yet. But we're going to be covering all the races that day for the Assiniboia. And so kind of like the golden hour, kind of like the other things that we've done. So, yeah, should be good. I don't love the Scotty long shot, and I don't love the 6-horse Stellar Sound. I think the 2-horse acting out is more of a hey Lawrence. I'm thinking this is the 1-4. That's what I'm thinking. What's up, Steve? I'm thinking 1-4. Okay. In race number 2, excuse me. Oh, I started in race number 2, didn't I? Didn't realize I did that. Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate that. You could have been nice. You could have been mean and just said, Scotty, go to race number 1 first. But okay, so I like. I'm gonna say. The 4 just might be this good. But look at the EE morning line on the 1. Bella Vita, 6-5. So okay, so I like 1 and 4. I'm not sure who I like more right now, but I'm just going to say 1-4, and then I'm going to say 2. I think the 2 is going to be in the money. Okay, let's go to race number 1 in Steve's honor. I like the 1-horse Morning Addiction. Needed the last race and ran a nice 3rd place finish. I watched the video. It was good. Never was going to beat the first 2 horses, but is getting easier competition here in the drop-in class. Of course, I don't like the rail. Rail's not really been a good place to be, but there's not a lot of horses in the race, and I just think the horse is too good for these. I really do. 7-horse Royal Blend beat a really easy maiden group, and those horses were stopping. I mean, all of them were stopping, but that horse. It made the horse look better than what it looked like. I know it won by 3 1/4 lengths, but yeah. And I even put a note, did it easy. But when I watched the video, it was not. They were stopping. And you have to. Hey, Mike, you have to watch for that too. By the way, too, if you watch any video, you can get really good at it by seeing these horses stopping. Are they stopping? Or are they continuing to go? And I felt like Royal Blend. I felt like in that race the horses were stopping. Right now, 9-1 on the live odds. Civil Suit, the 3-horse, wasn't bad. Flat Out Joy is good as well. Don't forget to always look at the changes. Joe Bravo jumps on the 3. Abel Cedillo gets off the 3 and the 7. So think about it. Would you get off a horse you just won by 3 1/4 lengths? You wouldn't do it, right? And Abel Cedillo got off of the 3 and the 7. Now, this horse was not meant to win this race on 6-12. Obviously, 19-1, didn't run terrible. That was against a 58 group. I think the 3 is a player, but I don't think the 3 is. I like the 1. I do like the 1. Don't forget, guys, on Wednesdays and Thursdays, check out Razor Sharp Picks. They're amazing. Good guys, too. And Sully, Oldie, hello, guys. Yeah, we want to give some love to the guys and support them. Okay, so 163. Yeah. Ron Ellis, cold as can be. Flat Out Joy. Facing Easier. I think it's all about the 1. EE Morning Line, 2-1. Yeah. Okay, so 163, 142. Okay. I might change my mind and make the 4-horse my top pick. I'm not sure. If you look at the GSR Plus, let's take a look. I mean, its number one distance is 6 furlongs on the dirt, and that's what it's getting. So it could be very tough. Most likely, as conservative as Mandela is, this horse is ready to go. And you've got works as far back as June 7th, probably ready to go. And the reason I say that is there's a bullet work here back on June 20th. This is how conservative. Some people probably would have run the horse a week later. A bullet work 50. So and then look, and then just cruising 6 of 31, 9 of 66, then 6 furlongs, put some air in the horse. I mean, right there, you just like, the horse is fit. Then comes back with just a 3/8 drill, comes back with another one. I mean, this horse is ready to go. I might make this horse my top pick because the horse is on the rail. Umberto's not doing very good. This horse, this is a tough field. I mean, this came up tough. I will say this race. If you look at this optional claiming $63,000 race, and if you just look at acting out, okay. I mean, look at this. I mean, it was a 66 group, and this is a 76. 10 points higher, the same level. That's why I say that the SOR is so important. That's why. So important. Yeah, see? No, but you guys had some good guests last night. Thank you, though. Love you guys. But okay, so you can see this is why the SOR is so important, to finish that thought, right? 66, same level as today. 66, today's a 76. 6 to 5 on the 1 horse. Does draw the rail. That's not so maybe from the rail you take away a couple of lengths, maybe, right? And then you see Scottish Star. First of all, this okay, here's another thing you need to know. This horse won a grade 1 in Argentina, albeit Argentina, but it was a grade 1 by 7 lengths. By 7 lengths. So obviously this is a very talented horse. Okay. And look, Richard Mandela and Flavian Pratt are 37% jockey trainer combination. I think this is pretty chalky. And Umberto's not riding good either. Like, if this one wins, I'm just going to just go, what the hell? I can't, I'm on the opposite side of Umberto every damn time. So I'm going to say 4-1-2. Okay, that's all I got. So as far as what I had prior handicapped. So now we're going to handicap together here. So if you see anything, if I miss something, if I miss a GSR, I miss an SOR, something, let me know. The 10 horse, I can see 8-1 in the morning line, 6-1 the EE morning line, 28%. Not in the top 2 Scotty, though. You should absolutely have Cindy on your show. And Deb Martin. You want to talk about a show, have Cindy and Deb Martin on at the same time. What am I talking? I need to do that. Hell, I'm going to give them their own show. So it's weird. I don't know why this horse has such a high win percentage. I got to tell you, I don't know. So I'm always looking at changes. It's really important to look at changes, okay? Blinkers are added to the 3. EE morning line 2-1. 7 stars, top Scotty pick. Broke first in both starts. Yeah, I don't know if Mike's watching right now, but we need to have Deb Martin and Cindy on a show, and have them on for the entire show. That's what we need to do. Scotty Longshot. Remember we talked about this. There's Brady. What's up, brother? Always have to look at changes. And remember, if it's in red, it means it's a first-time occurrence. But it's so important to look at changes. So 3, just put a note up there. Adding blinkers. Adding blinkers first time. Blinkers FT. That's it. Just important to know. Okay. So we're going to start with the 1, and you're going to see speed twice has lost ground as being the big favorite, twice. Now draws the rail. Has broke first, and that's while breaking first in all 4 tries. Look at this. Has lost ground in every race. You see that? That's just ugly. I mean, and now you draw the rail, and the 3 adds blinkers, and the 3 is fast, and the 3 might need the lead and adds blinkers. And they faced each other. No, they didn't face each other. They ran on the same day at 625, but at different tracks. This is where I'm looking forward to the simulated race, because you see that they're both fast. You see that they both might need the lead, but you don't know which one's faster. That's why the simulated race is going to be very helpful. The 7-horse, though, Sugar Plum, just remember, no matter what, these are good works. June 5th, look at that. 48 flat, 7 to 68. Okay? Comes back 6 days later, just cruising. They already know what they have. They already know this horse can run. It's just a matter of what level the horse is. Howard Zucker uses the bug. 13 of 82 here, just cruising. This horse can run. Scotty Longshot first-time starters are deadly. Deadly, deadly, deadly. 7, Scotty Longshot, first-time starter. I'm never leaving those horses out. Any first-time starter that's a Scotty Longshot, 30 to 1. We saw this happen at the beginning of Delmar. 30 to 1, first-time starter. All right, let's look at the works here. It's a nice gate work, 4 of 66 on July 9th. You see that? It's very nice. I don't see anything that would make me nervous about this horse. I think this horse can most likely run. Gets the bug as well. The 2 horse, 6 to 1 on the morning line. The EE morning line is 12 to 1. And that shouldn't scare you, by the way. When you talk about a wide open race like this horse will most likely go off at 10 to 1. But I'm not going to be surprised to see this horse win. I won't. Okay, so that's, I tell you, I would use the 2 before I use the 1. I'll tell you that right now. And you know when you, okay, here's the thing when you know you can try to beat a horse. Well, I was going to give an example that might not be accurate, and I'll tell you what I mean. What I was going to say was 3 races back, this horse had an easy lead and still gave up late, but that was going 6.5 furlongs. This is 5.5. In the last 2 races, the horse has been dueling. So I guess if you think that the 1 horse can clear, then the 1 horse can be used. What's wrong with the 5? I mean, there's nothing wrong with the 5. This is an ugly, ugly, ugly race. Why does this horse have such a high win percentage? I would just say this, okay? Here's a horse like the 10. First race faces a 56 SOR group. So you guys know, hey, what's up, Bill? You guys know that the mean for a maiden race is 50. Okay? So if you see a 56 in a maiden race, that's a strong race. You see a 40, that's a weak race, right? 56 is strong, and the horse beat half the field, lost by 7 lengths. Okay. Was 3 lengths back at the second call. Not a bad effort. Then drops in for a $50,000 tag and breaks 10th. Goes off at 9 to 2. Breaks 10th. And still, you can see, was 13 lengths back in the stretch and lost by 7. Okay. Then comes back and goes turf. Showed speed and didn't run. I mean, Doug O'Neill keeps this horse at 50,000. To me, speaks volumes. The horse is not bred that well. But from the 10 hole, seems to have some tactical speed. Could be good. Yeah, and Brady makes a good point. Like if a horse is not making up any ground, at some point, well, it's not only just making up ground. I will say this. At some point in the race, did they run? At some point. Because the jockey could let up. Like, I mean, there's no GSR advantage. There's no SOR advantage. If anything, there's a disadvantage. I mean, this horse is 5-1 on the morning line, 10-1 the E morning line, 13%. But this, so you're showing no speed going long, and now you're cutting back. And I know why the horse is 5-1 on the morning line, because if you look at that race on October 23rd over at Golden Gate, that was a 52 SOR group, straight maiden race, but this was not the same. Obviously, clear no. And Bill McLean puts this horse in for 50 right now, for 50. Losing, well, I mean, he's been racing in straight maidens over there at Golden Gate. It's just not my type of horse. Living at the Boo. I don't love this 10 either. I definitely, the 9 is not my type of horse. Babe's got appeal. Is Jonathan Wong, first-time starter. Kyle Frey's heating up. And let's take a look. I mean, yeah. This is a tough race. See, the problem, this 3 is not a key, no matter what. Del Mar has been having amazing payouts. Absolutely. Agreed. Yeah. Kyle's a good jockey. As a matter of fact, I heard he's here to stay. Yeah, we got 4 good days of racing here at Del Mar, and the price has been really great. It's exciting. It's fun to be down here. Beautiful day down here as well. Little breeze, clouds, some light clouds, but you can see that with the breeze they're moving. So I think it's going to be a beautiful day here. Yeah, I would agree, Pat. This race is going to be the key. Yeah, Bill makes a really good point. How long do you have to go over a race when you have the Scotty long shot that's a first-time starter? It's so damn true, right? It's so true. I get my vaccine. You know what? I am going to stick to horse racing. In the past, the one thing I'm learning as I'm getting older is, depending on the group that you're with, but not when you're doing anything online, is to talk about politics, religion, sex, what else? Yeah. Stay away from those topics. That's for sure. Not only that, too. Honestly, when we're talking about horse racing, we're having our coffee. I'm going to go get my coffee and leave you guys for a few minutes. And but we have our coffee. We're handicapping, and we're just like, you guys know this. I always say this. I love handicap, and we're gonna go to Saratoga real quickly. But I love handicapping and doing the live racing. But it's kind of nice when we can just chill and kind of talk about horse racing as well. Cover Del Mar, and hopefully it's been helping you. I'm not gonna say we've been really hot, but we've had some nice horses, and like, My best bet did win on Sunday, and my second pick won or got second at 8-1. So we did have that exact, and it paid pretty good. So I don't know if any of you had that. I wasn't particularly hot, but I'm also trying to stay away from the big favorites if at all possible. I've been really making a concerted effort with that. So I've been taking risks where I could have just given those horses out. So that's why you guys have to make a decision on your own what to use, because it doesn't mean I don't like a horse, but I'm really trying to play against the favorites unless I just really feel like the favorite can't lose. Over at Saratoga, I mean, look at that GSR on the 4. Oh my God. I mean, that's just big, right? I almost don't even want to look at anything else other than this horse. He looks like crap on paper. He just does. But look at the GSR. Going from a 64 to an 81, 17 points. Just off of that, 7-horse Mohit is your favorite. Let's see. I gotta go to it now. All right, Saratoga Racecourse. That's Eric's note. Thank you, Eric. What's the weather like over there? So 7's getting all the action, and the horse is fast, no doubt. Overcast and clouds. That's just a GSR that's just really, and then it's the Scotty second pick, and it's got 22%. The 5 Bourbon Rising over at Belmont, 7-5, 8.5 furlongs. They faced each other, 3rd by 4. This horse got an easy lead last time out and still stopped. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Now it's going a further distance as well. 7 wouldn't be my type of horse, although it is controlling speed. I get it. Is it raining in New York? Six has been scratched. Late scratch. For me, it would be the 4 and the 5. Sometimes the running lines can really, hey, Junior, sometimes the running lines can really throw you off, you know? You know what I mean? Like, you got to watch for that and be careful. That's why I think the SOR plays such a huge role. But a horse is your big favorite and has an easy lead and loses, that's got to be the first sign that maybe next time out you don't want to key that horse, you know? And the fact that the 7 didn't get the lead right now does not help its cause. That's for sure. I'll tell you that. The 5 horse took it to him immediately, jockeying on the 5. Jose Ortiz, smart. And then now the 7 has got the lead, but the 8 is pressing on the outside. So the 7 is just not right now. This just sets it up for the 4 big time, wherever the 4 is.
Even money favorite Mohit takes the field up the back stretch.
Even money.
Rising now, moving up on the outside at the second. And Value Chain is now back in third. On his inside is Tis the Journey in fourth. The half one in 48 and 3. Length and a half.
I mean, 4 is just cruising. Can I add, like, please, can I put 5,000 on the 4 right now to win? Especially the way the 7 has stopped in every race.
As they go around the far turn.
And if the 4 doesn't win this race, put a note to never bet that horse again. How's that GSR on the 4, right?
13 and 3. Down at the rail, it is Mohit. Bourbon Rising's in between horses. Johnny Pump is on the outside.
Johnny Pump, what a name, huh? Johnny Pump, gone.
Running in third.
I would think.
Tis the Journey.
7's running good, though. Come on, 4.
Comes down for the furlong marker.
Come on, GSR. Come on. Yeah, 7's going to stop. 7 always stops.
Johnny Pump and Mohit. And the two of them.
Come on.
Battle it out to the finish.
Come on, 4. Got his measure.
Johnny Pump on the outside. Johnny Pump, the winner.
Johnny Pump.
Mohit was second. Then
big GSR.
And Bourbon Rising.
Bourbon Rising. Bourbon Rising. 5 horse disappointed. 7 ran pretty good considering all that. But the race really set up. It's set up for the 4. It's huge. But the 7 ran a good race, but the 5 horse pressed early on the from the inside, and then the 8 on the outside, which helped. Gotta love that GSR, right? What's up, Keith? It's a big GSR. Isn't that amazing? Because you can't see that on paper. You cannot see this horse. Look at this horse. Lost by 8 lengths, 8.5, 25 in the last 2 races. How do you see this horse? You just can't. Second time Lasix helped the yeah, maybe. I guess you could say that. I mean, it's not like the horse didn't run good the first time. There were, 2 races back, so it could have been. Maybe. People think that's a thing. I actually do think that's a thing. I would have to agree. I'd have to agree. Well, that's good. I mean, considering the 7 horse went off at even money, the 4 horse went off at 2-1. Did you see that Luis Saez got off of the 5 horse or the 5 horse to ride the 4? And Eric Cancel got off of the 4 to ride the 5 or the 7. So Luis Saez, is there anybody riding better than Luis Saez? I don't think so. All right, let's get back. Okay. You guys mind if I just real quickly just go get some coffee? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That's exacta pay anything in the first race? Vegas for the NHC. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited about that. How much fun are we going to have in Vegas? There's a few of you that are coming out there. You guys, if you're not planning on coming out there, we're all staying at Bally's. We're going to hook up, get together. Daniel, I'm doing my show every day. I think this week I'm doing the show at 9:30 in the morning. And then don't forget about the Assiniboia show as well. That's going to be on Monday. I'm not sure what time yet. I don't know what time the races start. Maybe if Mike's listening, he can chime in. But we've partnered with that group, and it's going to be big racing. So hopefully you guys will join in with us and kind of be like what we did at the Sam Houston, right? Sam Houston, and of course the Golden Hours series, same thing. So Stephen is suggesting that in race number 9 at Saratoga, Kathleen Babcock bringing a Finger Lakes horse up to the Finger Lakes. Sneaky. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, Monday night's going to be a blast. Now, I still feel like, let me ask a question. I'm just curious. For those of you that have been following the show for a long time, when we did the Sam Houston series, did anybody really bet Sam Houston prior to us doing the series? I feel like we brought a lot of attention to Sam Houston. I really do. It was a fun series. We had a really good time doing it, and everyone was betting and having a good time. And I feel like we were all enjoying playing Sam Houston together. I had never bet Sam Houston before that. Anybody else?
Bender or Heather Roddy, something like that.
All right, I'm going to go to race number 4. Right? I didn't either. I had never played it, and I thought they put on some really good races. I'm just saying, like, I had never played it before, so I feel like, you know, when all of us kind of got together and we started covering and playing it, yeah, right. All of a sudden, we were all playing it. Yeah. Thanks for that. I feel like we brought attention to it. You know, it just goes to show the power of the EE community and all of us together supporting each other, right? All right, so, I think some horses popped up on my trainer's edge. I got to open up my email. I don't normally like to open up my email, but I want you guys to see this. So I get these things. All right, let's see here. Where is it? Where is my trainer's edge? Okay, I get this. So here you go. You guys take a copy of that, okay? Oh, can you not see it? What happened? Why isn't that showing? I don't know what I did, but okay, you guys see this? Take a picture of that. So you see Evangeline Downs 32, race number 3, horse number 2, the Flush King. Then Saratoga 56. Oh, and then it was recommending the 8-horse Value Chain, who hung in there for a little bit, right? So 56. Anyway, so that's what popped up for horses that are value. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Keith. Yeah, when we do this series, it's just, it's really a lot of fun. Covering the races coming up and betting them. That's always a good time. This is different what we're doing here. We're just handicapping Del Mar, kind of chatting, maybe taking a look at Saratoga. How did that 8 horse run in the first leg? I know wasn't it in the lead for a while? It didn't hang in there though, did it? Value chain, 8-1. Johnny Pump. What does exacta pay? But, you know, that's not a bad exacta, $8.30. I love Woodbine as well, Mike. I'm with you. I think there's tremendous value at Woodbine. So here's an interesting horse. So I didn't know what the results were, but I was going to say I would take the 5 over the 2 because if you just watch the betting, right, you could just tell the 5 was more live, and the 5 is going to get a better trip as well. You can see that. No speed here on the 2, where the 5 is more tactical. And then the speed is always strong at Woodbine, always. So that's why I would have taken the 5. The 8 backed up real quickly, didn't it? Yeah. But remember this, like in sprint races over at Woodbine, you better be within, at the top of the stretch, if you're going to win, you better be within 3-4 lengths at the top of the stretch. And 65% of the horses that are in the lead win at the top of the stretch over at Woodbine. And I think it's like 80% win when they're within 3 lengths at the top of the stretch. It was a stat that I looked up about 4 years ago. So I don't think anything has changed. Okay. Ticket book maybe up as soon as a week, 2 weeks at the latest, it seems. And all the upcoming races are going to be more accurate as well. That's part of the change. So when we do like refresher, like it's like updates to the site, the updates, like right now they go through, it's kind of hard to explain, but the process in which we programmed and changed the programming is going to make all the updates, including scratches, updates to the numbers, everything, jockey changes, things like that. In the next 2 weeks, the accuracy is going to be perfect. Perfect. Big shout out to Brad and Moxham for the things that they're doing. Chris working with me on testing on the site. Of course, Mike and the team is amazing. John's doing his thing on the algorithms. He's working on the simulated race right now. So, but the speed at which we do updates is about to change for a big time positive. 6 times faster. And then ticket book will be up there as well. All right, let's get back to race number 4 at Del Mar. Don't forget to watch the simulcast with me and John Lees. That goes off at about 1:02 Pacific. And just go to your favorite ADW and then click on Del Mar, race number 1, and you'll be able to watch that feed with the 2 of us. What's up, Kev? Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, and appreciate the shout out to the guys too, because they just work their ass off. Hey, Gary, they really do. Like the passion in which this team, I've never seen such passion. If you saw the passion in which the team feels about horse racing and wanting to better the product and update it and make it better, yeah, you'll see that. You're especially going to see that in the upcoming months. All the updates and changes and new products that we're introducing. I'm testing so many things right now. And I hope you know, like, we won't put anything on the site unless we know it's great. Like if you look at that same race SOR, I don't know about you, I couldn't even imagine not having the same race SOR. How about the EE morning line? Like these are things that weren't on the site 4 or 5 months ago. No EE morning line, no same race SOR, right? All of a sudden, can you imagine being without those 2 products or tools? Remember when the GSR was 2 numbers to give you 1 for the sire and the dam, and we turned that into 1 number? How great was that change? Oh, thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. New viewer. Well, it's really nice to have you, and I hope you chat more often too. Thank you so much. All right, race number 4. You can see, by the way, the speed in which I'm handicapping and stuff. This is kind of what I do in the morning, right? Just I'm having my coffee, and that's it. Just chilling, taking it slow. It's hard to take it really. I don't take handicapping it too seriously until the scratches come in. Scratches are really, really important. Here's a horse. Give an example. This is why notes can be important. So 2 races back, this horse goes 9 furlongs on the turf, and against a 60 group. And this is why this is important. Went off as the big favorite against a 60 group and set a very slow pace, and barely hung on. There's only 5% to win. So it wouldn't be the type of horse that I particularly like. 30-1 on the EE morning line, so I would scratch this horse. So that one note right there is big. What's up, David? Yeah, thank you so much, David. It is from the sense of credibility, because Del Mar is like the prestige meet as well. And I really do, honestly, anything that the Stronach Group puts on with Gulfstream Park and Santa Anita, to me, is prestige as well. But you're talking about Del Mar, which, you know, it has a special place in most of our hearts, you know, especially those of us on the West Coast. And so, you know, doing the simulcast there, you know, to me, I'm really proud of that. That's, you know, I'm proud of the working at TVG. Like, that was a big deal, right? So all the things that kind of led up to all this, you know, and this team that we have, I mean, they're very passionate about building this and us being a disruptor in this industry and changing the game. We're not accepting any less than that, I can tell you that. All right, so I have cold coffee, so I'm going to just go warm this up. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm not a big cold coffee fan. I like my coffee hot. All right. So for me, eliminating the 7, you got a 3% horse, 30-1 the E morning line, eliminate the 8. Oh, man. Hey, Dave, I really appreciate that feedback. I totally get it. I can just tell you this. One, you can click on this envelope here. You see this like kind of thing, this little message called intercom, and you can ask for a personal session with me, and I'll do a personal session. Okay. And you can just type in here. You can also look up articles. You can click in GSR. You can click in GSR video. You can click in video, and it'll give you all sorts of tutorials. You can go on YouTube and see tutorials. This particular show is, I'm not going to say it's for advanced people, but it's, you know, we're handicapping and stuff, and all of a sudden things will start making sense. And but also when I do my personal classes, they're a lot slower. But I'll talk about the metrics. You know, it's nice when you guys are new. It's nice to let me know that too, because if I know that some new people are watching, then I'll explain some of the metrics where I normally wouldn't explain it. Okay, so but you can go on here and just say, hey, I'd love to be part of the classes. How do I get? They're on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific. Okay, so but I really appreciate that. Yeah, it means a lot. We'd love to get. It's always nice when you get the new people on too, and they're learning. So. Yeah, it'll definitely slow down. I promise you that. All right, what are you saying, Tyrese? Let's see here. Oh, I know. I'm seriously thinking about changing Scotty picks, and I'll tell you why. We had we've had a lot of people saying, "Why are your picks are up here and you're choosing something else?" I know. I totally get where that's. It's kind of like it's our thing now, the Scotty picks, the Scotty long shot, you know what I mean? But I'm thinking about changing it to EE picks and EE long shot. Seriously considering that. Because for a lot of new people on this show, it's confusing as hell for them. I get it. I totally get it. These are, and if you're new, so the top 2 Scotty picks are one algorithm. There's 26 algorithms on our website. And basically AI, they're systems that there's no human beings that are programming it that are picking picks here, not even the Scotty picks. I didn't handicap these races. Think about that. Every track has a Scotty top 2 picks and a Scotty long shot. There's no way I could do all that. So, and the Scotty long shot, of course, but there's 26 algorithms. Well, these first 2 picks are one algorithm. And then the win percentages are a separate algorithm. The GSR is a separate algorithm that starts for genetic strength rating, which goes back generations of breeding from the parents to the cousins to all the siblings, everything, and how they've done at the distances. And that number is right here from a simple 1 to 100, 100 being best. Okay. And in the GSR, it's about that particular current surface and distance. You can see here, the current race is 8 furlongs on the turf at Del Mar race number 4. And you can see right here, it says 8 furlongs lifetime on the turf. And it shows you that like the 9 horse has done it 3 times for 1 second place finish, 1 third place finish, earns $19,000. And the SOR stands for strength of race. So it's showing you how strong the fields were that the horse faced. So you're going, okay, the horse has a second and third, faced a 56 group, and has a 70 GSR. So we know that's the highest GSR, barely. But the highest SOR is a 71 on the 6 horse, which also the top Scotty pick. So what you're hoping is that the metrics line up. That's what you're hoping. So I look at the 6 horse and see 23% lukewarm top win percentage. Okay. Still has a 77% chance of losing. But when I see the top Scotty pick, which is a separate algorithm, I'm like, okay, now that increases the chances a little bit more. I see a good GSR, but I also see top SOR, 71. It means the horse has been facing better horses at this same conditions of 8 furlongs on the turf. I hope that makes sense for you new people.
And thank you.
Highest sheep, first time Scotty Thistle Downs, the 2 horse, first time starter, was 10 to 1 on the morning line. Here's what's cool. So get rid of these 1% horses. 3%, 1%, that. Okay, so you see how fast we can eliminate horses as well? That's a pretty cool feature. Then we go over and we click on this and you go, Scotty long shot. The morning line odds maker set this horse at 10 to 1. We have it at 5 to 1. It's getting bet to 7 to 2. It's got the top GSR. And it's Scotty long shot. So there's a few metrics there that are lining up right now. And it's a first-time starter, which we know that the Scotty long shots are deadly with first-time starters. If you had any kind of issues at all, Tyrese, for whatever reason, all you have to do is click on this intercom button, okay? That's it. Just click on that thing. And I promise you, Brad will take care of you, okay? No problem. Yeah, I'm thinking that same thing too, Gary. Yeah, Junior, you're right. Yeah, I think we'll make it EE picks because it's just too confusing. But that handsome guy, that picture of that, I mean, that's just such a good picture, right? Although I can't see it because it's so small, I can't see it. But no. This program is for everybody. What I was proud of? I went to the track when I was at the track a couple of weeks ago. There was this woman there. She was with her daughter and her son. They were younger. And she was I walked in there and I'm like, if anybody needs my help, be glad to help. I handed cards with a promo code, all that, QR code. And I walked in there and most people were like, go away. But she was like really interested. She's like, okay, well, how do I do this? And I'm like, okay, she clicked on the promo code. I said, just use your first name, last name, password, and email address, and you're done. So she did it, and she was so interested. She says, okay, well, I don't know what any of this is. I've never been to a horse race before. I said, you know what I want you to do? Just all day long, I want you to box the top 3 Scotty picks, the top 2 Scotty picks and the Scotty long shot. It's like, what's a box? I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. So I walked her up and took her over to the betting. I said, okay, here's how you call it out. She was on her mobile. I'm like, you click on this yellow button on the top, says Scotty picks. You click on that, and you just say, how much do you want to bet total? She goes, I'll bet $30. I'm like, okay, that's a $5 exacta box. So you go $5 exacta box, and then she called out 872. I'm like, no, you want to call it the smaller number first in numerical order. So I'm like, she goes, okay. So she goes, $5 box 278. I'm like, exactly. Did that, and literally the Scotty long shot 30-1 won, which was the 7 over the 8 came in and won a bunch of money. And it was just so neat to see. And I think she won like 3 of the 9 races that day or something like that. Yeah, you're right, Tyrese. Need to make it a big image. Maybe I should just put my picture up here big, and I don't know. Just for posterity. So what happened at Thistle Downs anyways? 4-1-10, the 2 didn't run. So it came in 4-1. So the Scotty algorithm had it cold. So the 2 didn't run. I'll tell you what though, I'll take those odds. Did the horse break bad? The other thing is, and look, you could have done that too. 4-1, right? The 1 went off at 5-1. Was 15% number, and it was a top 2 Scotty picks. You could have done a 1-2-4 exacta box and probably still made money. All right, let's get back out to Del Mar. Oh, we got Saratoga coming up in 5 minutes. You guys want to do that? All right, we only have 8 races at Del Mar, so I think we'll be all right. Eliminate. You got 1%, 30-1 EE morning line. So if you are new, and I know some of you are, what you can do is click on the eye, get rid of the scratched horses. We don't need to see them. And then the win percentage algorithm has the 5 at 1%, and the EE morning line, which we set our own morning line. So you can see if you click on this, the odds maker at the track set this horse at 15-1, but we have the horse at 30-1. The horse is 35-1. Going to eliminate that horse. Okay, now I can look at the 8 horse, not in the Scotty long shot. EE morning line. Look at this. So 12-1. The GSR is not going up, and this horse is going higher in class, right? So easily I would eliminate the 8. 5%, 15-1 on the E morning line, not a Scotty long shot. The 3 horse hasn't run a lick. The only race the horse ran good in was a 54 group. This is a 64 group. So I can eliminate the 3 confidently. So you see how we can do that? And so there's different ways in metrics. You can use the metrics to eliminate horses. You got the Scotty picks up here. The 7 horse straw into gold. Broke from the rail last time out. Toga's off the turf after this race. This is where we're going to get better. So sometimes the metrics, especially when they're last minute making changes like this, sometimes what's happening is that we're not updating fast enough. And I know that. And but in about 2 weeks, you'll see that change. And right when these changes come in, hopefully a minute or 2 later, you'll see all the metrics update. You'll see the GSR update. You'll see up at the top there, the track diagram. You'll see all that change. You'll see every metric, the win percentages, the Scotty picks, Scotty long shot, everything will update fast, much faster. So that's coming. So the metrics don't line up here. You got the 4 horse who's not in the top 2 Scotty, not a Scotty long shot, has the top GSR. Then you have what's interesting, the 7 horse is 33%, top Scotty pick, and a 70 SOR. So, and 1 second and 1/3. So instantly right now, if I want an action, I would definitely bet the 7 for sure. That's where I would go. But if you get past the 7, then it looks like a wide open race. You could take the top GSR, you can take the Scotty second pick, the 1, or you could take the Scotty long shot, Mo Faith, right? So that little girl thought it was really cool. You should see her. She's like, ooh, that's really cool. Should we get her on camera and have her make a pick? I know. There's Austin. I miss you. I have not, but I have an excuse. The John is building me the simulated race right now, in which I can predict right now at 36% which horse is going to be on the lead at the first call. And he said he might be able to get it to that 40% and who's going to be on the lead at the second call, and then I'll handicap from there. So that's what I'm going to use going into the NHC. Because I won the Pegasus tournament in January, I would get $1 million bonus. I'm the only one that has that opportunity. I get $1 million bonus if I win the NHC. The problem with that is it's a different format than what I'm good at. I'm good at the cash games, so not the mythical ones. And the mythical is a $2 win in place, and I'm not as good at that format. I am in a tournament on Saturday. You know, Del Mar has a big tournament. It's a $4,000 entry, so I have a couple of entries there. So I'll be playing in that tournament at Del Mar, and I would imagine I'm one of the front runners in that tournament. But I haven't played in tournament. I don't think I've played in a tournament in 2 or 3 months because I've been so busy with the Golden Hour series and stuff like that. And if I did play in it, I wasn't taking it that seriously. So this will be the first time that I don't really have anything going on. So we'll see. So I am playing in that tournament. For me, I'd bet the 7 horse. You know how I play a horse? There's something about the 7 I don't love, and I don't love the fact that it's 5-2 lukewarm. I don't like that. And now all of a sudden the 1 is the favorite. I don't like that. I definitely don't like that. You know, Daniel, I'd be lying to you if I know I've heard of Derby Wars. I'm really bad about that because I'm so busy, but I'd be lying to you if I told you that I knew anything more than I know the name. I'd be lying to you. What do you think about it? The 2 horse Mo Faith. Are they going into the gate? I'm probably late for this anyways, but okay, there they are. I really like the way the 2 looks on the track. I will say that. Jose Ortiz. Didn't run very good last time out, though. But this horse is getting bet. Why is this horse getting bet? That's what you have to ask yourself, right? So, you know, I have a feeling this horse is going to be more forwardly placed. There's going to be a lot of speed in here. A lot of speed in here. This is a really, really wide open race. I'm not going to throw you on a horse, honestly, because I don't love this race. If I would take the top GSR if I was going to bet. I would probably take the 4, but don't love it. Good practice. Oh, for win, place, and show. Oh, interesting. I mean, but the tournaments are too, right? When you go to tourneys.com. All right, let's see what happens here.
Now ranging up. There goes Scotty.
I mean, there looked like there was going to be some pace, right? And there's 3 of them fighting for the lead right now, and the 4's on the outside of the 2. And I thought the 2 would be forwardly placed, especially from that inside. I really like to see the jockey just relax and let the 2 go on the 4. 6-1 on the 2 and 5-1 on the 4. Mo Faith is the Scotty long shot. That's the 2 horses on the lead right now, but getting pressed by the 4. But I would say this, it looks like the 4 is doing it very easily. Sometimes, you know what, when you have a race that looks this tough on paper, you just take the metrics and just go, I want some action. But though whenever you feel that way, you never bet a lot. Don't ever bet a lot in a race like that where you're like, you can't visualize and go, I can see this horse winning. It's just, I want action, and I'm going to take the top GSR or something like that, right? Like the 7 is coming. You can see the 7 is making a move right now. Yeah. And it looks like the 4 has always had the 2's measure, but we'll see. And jockey's looking around on the 4. And here comes the 1. And 7's coming. And this looks like the Scotty Longshot's going to hold on and win this. I don't know. 1's on the rail. So 1, 2. It looks like 1, 2, 4. So Cold Hard Cash, right? And look at, there was 5 horses there that were within 2 lengths of each other, right? And that's the way the race looked. There was something with the 7 just didn't like that much. And then the 1 horse Cold, you could have taken the top 3 Scotty picks and did an exacta box, and you would have won there. And you would have gotten a 5-2 shot over a 6-1 shot. And that's going to probably pay $18 for $1 easy, maybe more, because the race was wide open. You got that, Keith? Well, I think the 4 horse got 3rd, if I'm seeing this correctly, but it definitely came in 1, 2. Yeah, I think the 4 got the head bob over the horse on the inside, whoever that was. But you see what I mean? So there's a lot of race riding going on here, and when you have metrics that aren't really lining up, 7 horse just, you know what I mean? Like, so we look at the 7 and go, okay, well, why would we look at the horse was even money 2 back, right? And had an easy lead and barely hung on at even money, and that was against a 66 SOR. So you see what I mean? So then you go over and you see the horse facing, you know, tougher, no doubt about it, but ended up getting a 3rd place finish. So it's like you want to really like always be afraid of a horse that goes off as the big favorite, like the 7 did 2 back and barely hangs on. Always be afraid of that. These aren't the types of horses you want to key ever. That's a great example right there, I'm telling you. Okay? It doesn't mean you don't use them, but yeah. 1, 2, 4, and then 3 horse ended up getting 4th. Yeah. Good call, Russ. All right, let's get out to Del Mar. Race number 4. All right, that was good. You got the super too? Nice super. With that 3 getting in there? The 7 not being in it? That's going to pay good. Really good. All right, I have a note on this horse in the 5th race. Field 2 tough. That was a 60 group. And you can see once the horse dropped, all of a sudden started competing. And that's what happened here. That's what happened. So how do you judge this horse? Well, you could look at the GSR plus and you can see dirt 54. So, I mean, the horse is going to be, you know, not that great of breeding, whatever, you know, find the right distance. It's a 52 average. It's 18%. Okay. So instantly when I look at this horse and I go, he just looks okay. This race is wide open. You guys see that, right? So maybe look at the average SOR and see who's been facing the best horses. Okay. And so instantly you go over and you see, okay, well, in one race, the 8 horse faced a 44. This makes me even know that the race is even that much tougher as well. 44 group compared to the 7 is a 60, but it's still horse is 9%, and it's a Scotty long shot and a price play. So 2 different long shot algorithms like this horse. So now you're like, now I'm thoroughly confused. Well, exactly. Sometimes these races are literally just that tough. Hey, Eric, how are you? Yeah. Right. So you can't, if you, like, even in that last race, you see where there's 5 horses within 2 lengths of each other. I mean, that the difference between a horse winning or losing could just be by the jockey getting the lead early, or the, you know, the pace, or, you know what I mean? So you have to remember that. So it comes down to decision making for all of us. Look at the 9 horse. Second Scotty pick, 24%. It's good. EE morning line 7-2. Looks like the one's going to be scratched. And in 4 tries to the surface and distance, has 2 seconds and 2 wins. 54 SOR. Okay. Six furlongs, has tactical speed. Probably going to make this horse my top pick, just what I'm seeing right here. Look, it comes off of being on the rail last time out and barely lost against a similar group. Had the 3-hole here, went off as the favorite, and got second and second. So this is the type of horse you certainly don't single. Or you could take a chance and single knowing that you don't know what's going to happen, right? So the distance seems okay for the horse. As a matter of fact, the horse has earned more money per start at this distance in 4 tries than on the average money earned on the dirt, 5,100 compared to 60 or 8,600. I mean, 9's a player. But you're talking about 10,000 claimers and fillies and mares. I mean, there's never any consistency with these. The 6 horse Gray's an honor. Let's see. I mean, this horse, 3rd race off a layoff, 3 races ago, was running in 2019. Hadn't raced since. 2 5th place finishes. And now the horse is dropping in to the bottom. I mean, you would think the horse is competitive here. Steve Miotti, Tyler Bays. So what you do in a race like this is like, are there any subsequent work since the last race? And what you find is there's 2 of them. There are. I mean, $25,000 purse is pretty good here. It's cannot believe it's almost 11 o'clock Pacific already. I go on in 2 hours on the simulcast over at Del Mar. So don't forget to watch that. I'll dial in these picks as well. I already know that every horse in here is going to look competitive. Field 2 tough here. Has some speed, going to be showing speed. This horse doesn't need the lead. Had the inside and obviously dueled. Pace, stubborn, lost. That was too tough. So you think the SOR is important? Look, as a 60 group, this horse showed speed and then stopped. Goes down to a 50 group and wins the race. Up to a 52, loses. Do you see what the SOR is so critical. How just because a horse wins by 20 lengths means nothing. Just means nothing. Okay. So you got a 3% horse here. Here's what we can do. We can eliminate a 3% 31 EE morning line out. 3% 25. At least you're not having to handicap 10 horses. Now we've got this down to handicapping 7 horses. The big difference. Then you can sort the average SOR. You can see the 10 horse, yes, it faced a tougher group, but it didn't get in the money. So you have a decision to make. Horse has some speed, went 5 furlongs at Los Alamitos, and steadied. We don't learn anything from that. Prior to that, around the hook at night. You don't really learn a lot from that as well. We know that the horse is tactical, is fast. We know that it probably fits at this level. I mean, I would lean against a horse like this, but at 20-1 morning line and 12-1 on the morning line, this horse is not impossible, which immediately tells me that this race is wide open. Again, I think we've narrowed it down to these 7 horses. So the 6 horse has the highest GSR, not the highest SOR though. Well, it has a 57, so the 10 has a 60. But what you see is in 4 races, 6 furlongs on the dirt, this horse has only got 2 third-place finishes, and it's only a 3% win The EE morning line's 9-2, which is better than the 8-1 in the odds makers morning line. A 6 is definitely live in this race, absolutely. But don't forget, these metrics they're not related. The EE morning line is separate. It's a separate algorithm. The win percentages are a complete separate algorithm. The SOR, strength of race, is a complete separate algorithm, and the GSR is a complete separate algorithm, genetic strength rating. They're all different. You're hoping they line up. Then you might have a single. Nothing is lining up here, which is telling me that this race is wide open. Now you have to make a call. You can just call it a day, and you can just use all these horses in here, or you can take a chance and go, or if you see something that maybe somebody else didn't see, you can go, I don't like this horse. You know? Like when you look at this horse is tactical. It has some speed, faced tougher horses. Clearly, look at this. 54 SOR, the horse goes off at 60 cents on the dollar and loses by 2.5 lengths. Then goes up to a 58 SOR and goes off at 38-1 and runs like crap. That was too tough of a race. When's the last time this horse won? It won against a 48 group going 6 furlongs on the dirt at Santa Anita. And this is a top Scotty pick. Only has 13%, 5-1 in the morning line, but it's 5-2 in the E morning line. So here's the thing. I look at this horse and I'm seeing him as a 48. This is a 54 group. I don't love this horse. Can he win? Yeah, he's tactical. She's tactical. I don't love this horse. That's the other way you can judge a horse. What level did the horse barely lose at or win? When I look at that, I see a 48 right here. That's what I see. You want current form as well. You want current form. When you say all lengths versus 6 lengths, what do you mean? And then let's see here. What would the ticket generator pick for a try? I mean, we can run that. Let's see here. Do a $12 one. It'll be different, obviously, for the amount of money you play. This is what it's recommending. It's essentially boxing 3, 4, 6, 9. I mean, maybe that's good enough. I don't know. I mean, but pick 4, $48. Let's see what 3, 4. It's still using 3, 4, 8, 9. Oh, it's not using the 6. So different algorithms or different wager types will use different algorithms. There's 10 different algorithms on the ticket generator, so they'll use different ones. So for me, the 3 horse is not my type of play. For me, I'm looking to see how a horse, did against better horses. So look at 3 back over at Parks, but this is 2019, so that's not even current form. So there we go. No idea. This horse lost by a length and a half as the favorite against a 58 group. This horse is 9-5 in the morning line. I understand, but the EE morning line I respect a lot. It has this horse at 3-1. And it's not in the top 2 Scotty. Okay, are you as confused as I am? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This horse barely beat a 36 group as a Scotty, but I would throw this horse out every day of the week, but it's a Scotty long shot. Okay, confused yet? 10 horse. This horse barely lost against a 50 group. It seems to fit in here. For me, this horse seems to be catching a really easy field, the 9, and gets a good trip. The 9, tactical, great post. Abel Cedillo's coming on right now too. Have you noticed that? So I'm going to make the 9 my top pick for sure. I can tell you that. And then Island Life, lightly raced. I like that, but never been on the dirt. The GSR is going a little bit lower, but I sure like Jessica. She is a strong rider, man. For her age, extremely poised. Thanks for answering that, Bill. I mean, you know, maybe take the top 2 win percentages and just do an exacta box, you know? I think I will say this. I don't think you're getting 9-1 or 8-1 on this horse. I think this horse is going to get bet. It's tactical. How it's going to do on dirt, I don't know. But especially the 3 horse being on the inside, I don't know. Here's what you have to remember too. You see the 3 horse, you see this win. Yes, it's $25,000, but that was a non-winners of 2 lifetime. Look at how it's done since. It can't even get by the non-winners of 3 lifetime condition, okay? And look at the 4 horse. Oh, this horse has only won 13 races, facing open company, okay? That's the 4. Hate this 3. But, I mean, I can't win at 36%. Scotty picks are insane. So I'm just saying, like, I'm just not going to agree with it all the time. So it's going to beat me more than I'm going to beat it. And it does. Just seems like every time I go against it, it wins. I'm sure I just put this damn horse in the winner's circle, but I'm betting against it. I'm going to go 9-4-6 personally. So I'm going to go. I don't love horses that go from synthetic to dirt very often. I really don't. And these miniature wildcats, they do very well on the synthetic. As a matter of fact, if we look at the GSR Plus, we'll probably see that. Well, it's even everywhere. It's even. I mean, this horse is who it is. It fits here. The 5 fits, I will tell you that. But I mean, the 6 horse's form is terrible. And it's the 3rd race off a layoff since 2019. And I would not, in 35 races, 4 wins. I mean, this horse is going to get bet. And I wouldn't get caught up in this horse. I don't know that the GSRs really help you here. They're pretty all even, stuff like that. I like the 9. I might not even take the 6, honestly. I kind of like the 5, Island Life. And I actually kind of like the 10 horse a little bit to be in the money. I don't really think that the GSR is relevant here because these horses have already done it. I think we know who these horses are. I mean, I can't get by this horse barely won against a 36 SOR, and now he's in a 54. She is. I can't. But it's the Scotty long shot. So I'm going to make my picks 9-4-6. All right, let's go to race number 6. All right, 3% horse, 35-1. Can eliminate that. Okay. Now, remember I always talk about this. Watch. If we eliminate the 3 horse just to see, then look, wide open, right? So is the 3 a single? Because if it's not, look what you've got. You've got a wide open race. So I am going to look at the 6 horse real quickly. It's only 5%, 25-1 on the E morning line. These horses just don't win very often, right? So this horse, 3rd race off a layoff, has not run a lick and comes back at the same level. Vladimir Sarin, 20-1 on the morning line, 25-1 on the E morning line, 5%. Right? 40,000 open. This horse got a 3rd place finish against 5 other horses. You should also always look at how many horses were in the field. What was the post? Everything. Post fine here. Didn't have any issues. Only faced 5 other horses. Not the best breaker in the world. And even when the horse did break good against a 54 group, it didn't run very good. Got a 3rd place finish against 5 other horses. I mean, the only race this horse won was going gate to wire. So maybe this is and look, at the best 2 races were when the horse is right up front. I don't think this horse has this kind of speed to compete with these horses. And it's going on turf for the first time. Or not the first time. And the 2 times it was on the turf, it didn't run good, and the GSR is dropping. Don't like the 6. Don't like it. The 2 horse is Scotty Longshot, 2 for 2 at the surface and distance of 8 furlongs on the turf. Good GSR. but a low average SOR. Okay. So mixed feelings. It did beat a 46 group. It broke its maiden on the turf. Easy against a 34 group at Golden Gate, then faces non-winners of 2 lifetime starter allowance for 50 and wins the race against a 46 group, but now has to jump up to a 54. Okay. So huge increase in class. Huge. But it is a Scotty long shot, so you want to give it respect. The 3 horse has been at this level twice and got second place both times as the favorite. Don't like that. But seems to me like, and this is the ship and win coming in from Churchill Downs here at Del Mar for Mike Maker. I mean, this horse looks really, really tough. I'm going to make this horse my top pick. I mean, top Scotty pick, good GSR, top win percentage, good top SOR, or second top SOR is 62, but has been in the money 3 of the 4 times, whereas the 4 horse has not been in the money. 4 horse has just been kind of hovering. You know, I don't know why Doug put this horse in a grade 2 last time out, and then not even on the surface the horse has been running. Honestly, I love Doug, good trainer, but you got a horse that can't even get by the optional claiming, not even close, and then the horse is in a grade 2. You know, maybe he had another horse in there. It was only 4 horses in the race. Maybe he's thinking to himself, you know, I guarantee that's what he was doing. They fill the race, put this horse in here. Maybe you had another horse. That's probably what it is. Yeah, throughout the last race, clearly. Maybe they asked Doug for a favor and said, you have a horse you can put in this race. Got 4th place money to go around the track. Yeah, that had to be what it is. Back on the turf, and this horse faced a 62 group last time and got a 4th place finish by 3 lengths. Not bad. And had trouble the 3rd race back, tight at 3/8. So throw that out. And then prior to that, a 64 group. So why is this horse 14 lengths back here? Grade 3, it was a 58 group, though. I don't know. This horse is just weird. Looks like it's the first time in for a tag as well, which a tag means claiming race. So it means you can buy the horse. I mean, that could make the difference, the drop in class. It for sure could. Yeah, I mean, so I think once you get by the 3 horse, once you get by that horse, then you're looking at a wide open race, honestly. And each of us has to make that call. That's all it is. Frazzled. Been in cheaper races. These are tougher and not winning. Trevor McCarthy gets off of the 5 horse to ride the 3. I would too. I think that says something. I don't own any horses right now, but I've owned a lot of horses in my life. Tough game. Expensive game, but it wasn't that. It was the injuries that got me. I mean, Richie Baltus, no doubt about it. Top GSR. But this is a tougher group. But yeah, this is, like I said, the 3 is absolutely the horse to beat. Will 100% be your favorite, but has burned money the last 2 times as the favorite. That being said, those were against way, way tougher at Churchill Downs. Now drops in here for $40,000, $47,000 purse. You get the ship and win, which I think is 25 or 30%. So basically that means the horses come in from other tracks to Del Mar. They get a bonus for if they win. So what it does is it gives the trainer and the connections the incentive to win the race. So you're going to see horses like this that are coming in from Churchill Downs. We're seeing a lot of them that they're going to be more aggressively spotted. Okay. Jonathan Wong does very good, but he's not doing good so far this meet for whatever reason. I feel like the horses he's had are there's in They need to get in. I feel like they've not been spotted correctly, in my opinion. Like 48 group, 40, like throughout the last one. I mean, really, this horse could improve for Peter Miller. Look at the changes. Always look at the changes. Umberto jumps on the 7, okay? Flavian Pratt jumps on the 9. For Jonathan Wong. He is. I just honestly think the 3-horse has these over a barrel. I really do. I really do. I'm going to say 397. All right, let's go to race number 7. All right, how much time do I have? It's 11:09. About 40 minutes with you guys. Okay. Miss Peaky Blinder. Had traffic, ran good. Won the race against a 50 group. Stopped and eased in the last race. And then prior to that, 56 group, broke 10th, ran good. I don't know what happened to the horse in the last race. But 3% horse. I'm just 20-1 the Emory line, 3% horse. Right? Had traffic, ran good. Against a 50 group, breaking its maiden. Lucky Peridot did not like going in between horses. Better than this. Okay, that was a great note. Then comes back and wins. So that was a good note. Comes back on the dirt, ran good, 67 GSR. Comes back, same thing. Faces a similar group. I mean, top Scotty pick as well, 16%. Kristen Mulhall, Joe Bravo. I went golfing with Matt Nakatani the other day. He's Joe Bravo's agent. And Mario Gutierrez as well. Really nice guy. Never met Matt before. Of course, his dad is Corey Nakatani. Lucky Peridot has also been 3 seconds in 5 races and 2/3. Okay, so 1 for 1 on the 3-horse at the surface and distance of 8 furlongs on the dirt. Has a 70 GSR. There's 3 of them that have that 70 GSR, though. But let's look a little bit closer. Interesting that Scotty's second pick, won by 18, breaking its maiden, her maiden. For Peter Urton, Flavian Pratt. So here's the thing. I'm guessing it's because this horse liked going 2 turns. Or was it the horse liked being on the lead? That's what you have to be careful for. When a horse, so you can see this horse is right there in the first 2 races, right? Good GSRs and didn't win. All of a sudden gets the lead on the stretch out and wins by 18. Is this the type of horse? So this is the type of horse that could burn you because the reason it won was it cleared. And the minute these horses don't clear, they don't win. Also been off a layoff. Good point, Kevin. That's the stuff I need. Do you know I missed it? Thank you for that. Oh, thank you so much, Ross. That's very kind of you. I wasn't always, to be honest with you. I'm very comfortable on the camera now, but I wasn't. I used to make the funniest faces. I really did, but I really appreciate that. It makes me feel good too, because like it's always been an insecurity of mine. But yeah, no, I'm comfortable on camera now. I wasn't always. You should see the first time I was on TVG. So I'm getting better for sure. Oh, good point. Thank you, Lawrence. See, that's what I need from you guys. I thought I recognized that name, Bill, Peaky Blinders. I was wondering what the heck that was. So I had a customer of mine years ago in metals, years ago. I mean, he was 80 then. This is 20 years ago, maybe longer. His machine shop was called Beaver Machine. Beaver Machine. I'll never forget that. Beaver Machine. And then when I tell you what his first name was, you'll laugh, because that's this kind of name kind of reminded me of him. The nicest guy you ever want to meet. But man, as I was young, and I was like, I just couldn't get over his first name his machine was called Beaver Machine. And but I'll let some of you try to guess what his first name was. Matter of fact, if you don't guess it, I probably won't tell you. Lady Mystify, though, here's the thing: you have to be careful about a horse like this, especially when you have a horse like the 7 horse who's stretching out. Okay, maybe these horses will go to the lead. Yeah, that's a really good question, Kevin. I mean, I don't know. That's true. That's a good guess, though. That's a really good guess, and you're not far off. Okay, you're not far off, but I really like that guess. That was really cute. Very good, very good. Nope, not Harry. That was good, though. Oh, Bill, God, you and your mind. No, it's definitely not Stinky. Oh. You guys are fun. I should have known better than to bring this up. Bucky? That would have been easy, Gary. Yeah. That's a good guess, though, but it wasn't Bucky. It's more perverted than that. With the God, this is a tough one. Can this horse rate? I don't know if this horse can rate. That's the thing. That's the thing about this horse. I don't know. And this horse is going to go off as a favorite. The horse just wins by 18 lengths. I can promise you this horse will be your favorite. And the E morning line is not like it's 8-5. Never eliminate horses with Pratt on their back. I mean, I can understand why you'd say that. I try not to play jockeys if at all possible. Clint? No, it wasn't Clint. Brad helped you? Give him a bonus. So you're trying to get Saratoga. And let's see. So there's the scratches. So maybe refresh your screen. I've got scratches right now. But you're not wrong. Sometimes it takes longer than others, and for some of us, it depends on our internet, that type of thing too. So I don't know. So Saratoga's off already. Well, the fact that Pratt gets on that 3, I think that says a lot too.
Courageous contender, who's
a horse that's been off a layoff.
Dante's Fire, who has made up some ground. And on the outside, it is a no salt, and Kid Chocolate continues to.
So this horse that's only 6% is on the lead, and this is the favorite. But look at this. Here's what's interesting. Look at this. Okay, here's the thing. There's late scratches, aren't there? See, that's what it is. And it's taking too much time, I know. So you see, if you go to the EE morning lines, if there's no EE morning line, that means the horse is scratched. So watch. The EE morning line updated, whereas the win percentages and the Scotty picks didn't, or the Scotty picks did, but the win percentage didn't update. We're working on that. Yeah, it's late scratches, unfortunately. Yeah, no, exactly. No, that's what it is. Those were late scratches, and it's not reflecting. So in about 2 weeks from now, that will be fixed. But that's what happened. Everything updated except for the win percentage algorithm. 3 is going to win. 1's going to come in second.
Auburn Hills and red hot jockey Louis Saez.
So in this situation, you could have used the E morning line as well as the Scotty picks instead of the win percentages. You would have had that updated. But they just literally made that change, and that, yeah, we're working on that. Bear with us. All right. Back to Del Mar. All right, so I'm going 397 in here. Race number 7. We talked about that. This one's a little bit tougher. Did not like going in between horses. Better than this. I think that the Lucky Paradox is going to run a good race. I mean, Pratt on a horse is a good angle. Jinja. So Abel Cedillo gets off of the 6 horse after getting a 2nd place finish. Did he get off or did Doug take him off? I don't know. He's probably gonna. He's probably. I wouldn't necessarily put the 7 in the winner's circle because of that. This horse won last time out by 4 lengths. Won by 4 lengths. Okay, so here's the thing. If you won by 4 lengths on a horse, like Abel Cedillo did on this one Lucky Paradox, would you get off of the horse? This is where you might be able to get a price because people are going to see that and they're going to bet this 7. But Abel Cedillo is getting good mounts from Bob Baffert. Do you think he's going to get off of do you think he's going to not ride a Bob Baffert horse? Well, he won on the Bob Baffert horse here too, but he's going to choose Bob Baffert every time. Every time.
Those okay? I'm happy for you. No.
4 horse. Did I stutter? Had won 4 straight races, 5 straight races. Actually, yeah, 5 straight races is what you said. Okay, 5 races, and then before the last race, and you can see that was the toughest field last time out, right? Faced a 60 group. That's where the same race SOR can help you, and it's facing a 60 group here and coming to a different track. You got the ship and win for Jeff Mullins. Jeff Mullins has not been faring very well, I don't think, if I remember correctly. Another wide open race because I don't think the 3 has to win this race. I really don't. You know who's going to be on the lead, right? It's going to be the 6. And the 6 is also tactical, and the 6 is going to the lead, I would think. But the 7's very fast as well. So 7 is going to get a really good trip just sitting off the 6 horse. So what does that mean for the 3? Can the 3 sit back and be patient and make a run? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not liking the 3 that much here. I got to tell you. How about the Scotty Longshot, the 5? This horse's form is horrible. The horse that's going to sit the best trip is going to be the 1 with Joe Bravo. Top Scotty pick, won by 4 lengths last time out against a similar group. Sits a really good trip. I know that I don't like the 3. But he's 37%. So be careful about what you know. What I actually hesitate to say that to you guys, but it's just not my type of horse. Don't necessarily leave him out or her out, but it's not my type of play. But I could be wrong. There's just no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing what this horse is going to do. But I don't see this horse on the lead. I think the 6 is clearly going to be on the lead, and the 7 is going to sit right outside of the 6. That's what it seems like to me. The speed's coming from the outside. The 5 horse is not my type of play, but that being said, it's the Scotty long shot. But look at the 5 and the 6. Jockey trainer combination over 9, over 12 respectively. I don't like the 2. I just don't like the 2. I don't see that either. Like, I think the race is between. I think the race is between the 1, 3, 4, and 7. That's what I think. All right, race number 8. Very weak race, I put. And then comes over and wins in a 40. Then goes to a 48 and runs pretty good. So these are these lightly raced horses that are improving. But now all of a sudden at this level, this horse is just not competing. We got to look at the changes. Have to look at changes. Blinkers off the 3. So let's take a look at the 3. Stumbled last time out. Blinkers are off. You want to look for subsequent works. Well, that was the first race after a layoff. Broke 8th from the rail, going 5.5 furlongs. No chance. Rushed up. You can see that because the horse was only 3.5 lengths back at the second call. So you know the horse rushed up. Against a 58 group, now faces easier. Second off the layoff. Ricardo Gonzalez. I mean, the 3 horse, 7-2. EE morning line 8-1. Blinkers are off. Okay. Blinkers off the 8 horse. Ron Ellis claims the horse. Actually, first time. Off first time. And Ellis claim. All right, so we've made those notes. Okay. Let's look at the note on the 7. Okay, that might be a good note. No speed. All right, so that might be a good note. I didn't take any mulligans. Actually, Weaver and I played Ryan and Matt, and we lost by 2 strokes. Hey, Justin. I haven't even looked. When is the Bing Crosby? Is it Saturday? Last race GSR 54, today's 70. So a 16-point difference. Race number 8 to 5. All right, let's look at the 5. Warren's memorable. All right, so good catch there. That's great info, by the way. I appreciate that. So I've seen a lot of horses today. So when I was looking earlier, I was in a meeting with Brad, and I was pointing out some horses that. So there was a horse that went up 12 points in GSR in one race, and it was dropping 8 points in SOR. So I'm like, that's perfect, right? So you're getting 8 points easier in SOR, 12 points better in GSR, and the horse wins. And I showed like 3 different examples of that. So that's what you want to look for. And now you're not seeing this horse really get easier. That's the negative. Not negative, but it's not a positive. And also the horse really like went off at 22-1 last time out against a 54 group. Now it's a 52. Now is going, so this horse clearly probably, if you look at the GSR plus, I'm guessing the turf tab is higher than the dirt. Let's see. Okay. So look, you can clearly see this horse wants turf, getting turf for the first time. Good catch. Good catch. Absolutely. This horse has to be used. Absolutely. These are the types of horses I love. Oh, and look who jumps aboard. Look who jumps aboard. Flavian Pratt. Look at changes and you'll see it. Flavian Pratt aboard. Not in red though, so he's been aboard before. By the way, too, eventually, maybe in the next couple of months, we're going to add. We played Lacosta. The next, I don't know, maybe next couple of months, we're going to show you the jockeys on the handy view. You'll see that. We're trying to figure out where to put the room. So, but you will see that. But oh yeah, this could be a sleeper real quick, it could be a sleeper for sure. Let's see here. Umberto is on. Ron Ellis claimed this horse for $25,000 and adds Umberto, who's burned a lot of money. Burned a lot of money. Oh, excuse me. All right, the 2-horse, 2%, 20-1 morning line. EE morning line is 25. And get rid of that horse. 30-1. Get rid of the 4. Let's get rid of these horses. No need to look at these horses that have no chance. Oh, you were a caddy at Lacosta? Last time we played, we hired a couple of girl caddies. That was a lot of fun. They had no idea about golf, but it really didn't matter. They knew how to pour drinks, that's for sure. They did know how to pour drinks, but they didn't know anything about golf. When you hire women caddies, what do you want them to know about golf, or do you want them to know about drinks? I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I know we had a good time though. I think we had posted some pictures of that day too. Look at this. Top win percentage is the 8-horse at 26%. Here's the thing too. 8 and 6, you got Joe Bravo, Umberto, and Flavian. You could just literally cover those 3 and probably cover the race. Even more than anything I'm going to do to handicap, probably, right? You do have the top GSR of the 5-horse, never been on the turf. And you're getting a 6-1 on the morning line. Don't worry about the EE morning line because it's a wide open race. When you see 5-2 on the EE morning line is the best horse, or the lowest morning line odds, you know. Third race off the layoff. This 8-horse deserves a long look, and I'll tell you why. If you look 3 back, that was a 58 group off of a layoff. Didn't run good. Then this horse comes over to Oaklawn Park and gets a 2nd place finish against 6 other horses after taking back early and ran a good race. Then goes on the turf against Easier. Yeah, the greens were very nice. 3rd off the layoff. This horse okay. He's got a look though. Top Scotty pick, 4-1, 5-2 on the E morning line. 10 horses, Scotty long shot. I don't like the post, I can tell you that. The horse has some tactical speed, so might be near pressed last time out. So you know the horse is fast. There could be some speed in this race. You have to think from that post. And Tyler's going to get this horse out. I can tell you that right now. Tyler is a fantastic gate jockey. Okay. The 4-horse. Let's see here. Third race off the layoff. So here's the thing. I understand why you'd say that, Lawrence. The horse barely won against a 44 group and then had run some races where it was like right there, right? 77-1, 3 back here at Del Mar against a 56 group, got a 3rd place finish. You know, a lot of it, they might have just been stopping and also did something to affect other horses because the horse got disqualified. But really, the horse has never really been right there. Then 2 races back, this horse got 6th by a length and a half. You know what I mean? Like, it's just okay. Hold on 1 second, okay? Okay, sorry about that. So I would definitely no on the 4, Lawrence. Definitely no. That's actually a pretty strong opinion. So a horse like this would be confusing to me. 5-1 on the morning line, and this horse broke its maiden against a 38 group on the dirt, and then goes on turf against a 52 group. GSR dropped a little bit and ran 2nd. Terrible breaker. Now, it was restricted group, non-winners of 2, but so is this. A horse like this is a very confusing horse. This is a hard one to judge. Because I think this horse can be in the exotics. It wouldn't be a horse I would bet for sure. But I think the 7, okay, could be in the exotics. 7 exotics. No win. No win. No. This 10 is very interesting. And the reason is 4 back, this horse broke its maiden against a 48 group easily. Then something happened, goes up to a 56 group, shows some speed and stopped. And then look at this race here off the layoff, 4-month layoff. This horse at the stretch was in the lead. You had to figure needed the race and was pressing. But these horses oftentimes when they press like that, they come back. They don't end up really doing that great. But I don't know. Maybe the other thing that happened, well, that's not entirely true. I mean, obviously needed the race. And this horse could be fit and ready to go. I cannot say this 10 can't win this race. Prance. Right? Yeah, I cannot say that 10 can't win this race. The 1. Okay. Mario Gutierrez aboard Prance, the 1. So it won a 48 group, breaking its maiden. And since then, it's been the non-winners of 2 lifetime. which is what this is. 40,000 here, got a third place finish, but that was against 3 other horses. Then gets a fourth, beats half the field against a 64 group sprinting, and that was a high GSR. The GSR is low right now. See, Neil Drysdale needs the GSR plus. 46 GSR, and the horse is not running. No, don't like the one. I'm going to bet against the one just for the GSR alone. 3-horse mulligan. Oh, that's why you asked me how many mulligans I took. Very good. Okay, 8 furlongs stretching out. The GSR stays the same. No particularly really good breeding. There's nothing that really suggests here that all of a sudden this horse is going to do good on the stretch out, except that the horse broke last from the rail, stumbled, forced in at the start, and is Richard Baltus. And broke its maiden going 5 furlongs in a 55 GSR. So, I mean, it's Richard Baltus. Drops in for a tag. I have a feeling this horse has a bit of talent. I'm not gonna, and it's got 12% on the number. EE Morning Line's 8-1 though. That's a big time negative. But again, none of these horses really have low EE Morning Lines. But 8-1 compared to 7-2. But I have a feeling this horse can run. Navy Queen the 9. 6.5 furlongs, 6.5 furlongs, stretching out. GSR is about the same. Has earned almost actually double the money in 3 starts going 8 furlongs. And when the horse did run poor at 8 furlongs, that was against a 64 SOR group. So that's another, and 27-1. So you can throw that out. Then 9 furlongs against a 56 group, which is, and didn't run a lick. Steady at the 3/8 is what it says, but looks like the horse was stopping well before that. This one's a tough judge. Really don't like this horse. I don't think this horse really can rate that much. Do you see this? Like, it just seems like this horse, this horse might be part of a very fast pace, a sprinter stretching out and just going, and there's going to be a lot of pace in here. EE Morning Line's 4-1 though. It's in half. Could this horse go gate to wire? Now with Jessica, could it? I would think she's sending this horse. Wire? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So that's going to do it for me. Again, at 105, at 102 Pacific, so an hour and a half from now, I'm going to be on the simulcast at Del Mar, the Del Mar simulcast feed with John Lees, and I will dial in these numbers, and then I'll give my top 3 picks. So I'm going to go up and finish off and dial it in. So you can watch that and you'll know what I like. So watch that. Again, you can go to your ADW, TVG, ExpressBet, whatever you use, go there and then click on Del Mar's race number 1. And then you'll see John and I on the feed. Usually goes off around 102 to 105. Okay. Keith, good luck to you guys. Norm, everybody, good luck to you guys today. And hopefully we get some wins. And I'll give my best bet. By the way, I don't think my best bets have been doing very well so far. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Daniel. They've been doing really good. So watch for that. And we've been getting prices here at Del Mar. So hopefully I can identify them and dial this in. Thank you, Gary, very much. Hopefully we can dial that in. I wish you guys all the best of luck today. And then tomorrow morning at 9:30 Pacific, we'll be back doing it again. Okay, same thing. We'll be doing this same thing the entire meet. The entire meet. The only time I won't be doing it is the week of the NHC, which is the 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th of August. I'm going to be focused on the NHC. Okay, so in this race, though, yeah, I'm gonna really work on it and dial it in. The 3-horse Mulligan is very interesting. The 9-horse going gate to wire, you would imagine that Jessica's going to send this horse because that's going to be this horse's best chance. Over attached, Joe Bravo's aboard. So I don't like that they dropped this horse in class here. And it says coaxed. Only faced 3 other horses here. I will tell you this. This horse could get overbet. This horse can definitely get overbet. Let's see what's changed on this 6-horse. Joe Bravo is the only thing that's changed. Didn't get one of the top jockeys to ride this horse. Let's look at this closer. So if you look at 4 back, 5th of 6 horses. This horse looks terrible. 2nd of 3 horses, 3 back. 4th, I'm absolutely don't like the 6. That is a horse that I'm not using. I don't care. Joe Bravo is aboard. Doesn't even matter to me. Coaxed 2 wide evenly. 4th. Drops to a 54 group, 62 here. One win in 15 races. No. EE Morning Line 5-1. Rispoli's off the 6. Rispoli gets off of a horse that and jumps on Ron Ellis at 7%. I'm gonna eliminate the 6. Scotty's second pick though. Oh, thank you so much. I hope you make it, Junior. Justin and Brady, I look for the email, but I think they are on Action Hour. I think they are having their show. Don't forget to hit the like button, please, everybody. And well, you should just come anyways, Junior. That's okay. You should just come and we're gonna hang out and have a good time. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, no, I thank you very much, Ross. I appreciate it. Listen, I support all you guys, and we support each other, and I appreciate your support too, and all the affiliates that the guys from Razor Sharp Picks to all of them, to Oldie and of course support Brady and Justin. They're fantastic on Action Hour. Check it out on YouTube. You can subscribe to EquinEdge for free. It's free to do so. Please don't forget to click the like button because that really helps our channel a lot. And you can subscribe to it easy, and you click on the bell, you get all the notifications. Our VIP Facebook group is amazing, and we're approaching 1,000 subscribers on that, and a lot of people helping you. So if you're new, that'll help you as well. Okay, so yeah, but I appreciate it, and I will look for the simulcast. Okay, and watch John too. I'll tell you what, John Lees can really handicap. Watch for him. He's amazing. I've been blown away at what a good handicapper he is. Sincerely. Okay, so watch that, and you'll get a lot more insight as well. Saratoga coming up, you can see that, and good luck the rest of the way. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.